One Piece, chapter 1141, Grand Line Bound, let's get it. The cover page shows Ulti in tears as Who's Who continues his demented torture games.
I want to play a game.
On to the chapter. Starts off by showing Nami Swan. She's complaining that they haven't found any treasure. Roto is trying his best to console her, but she ain't trying to hear that bull jive, sucker. I don't know why I used vocabulary from the 1970s, but these things happen.
Jive turkey is a little over the line, my man. Look.
Anyway, we see that her and Roto are on a Var.
What?
Var.
What?
Var.
What?
You know, those little flying ships that we see.
Okay.
Now, inside this ship, we see two of the giants that got wrecked by Gunko and good old Shammy. The next panel shows Ripley and Frankie. Ripley is giving Cuddy some brief history on the tree. She tells him that most of the Elbaf residents live on the branches. Now, each branch has a long and rich history of their own. And we see an enormous tree branch stub. Ripley says that this is where Hagen Village used to be located before the branch was struck by lightning. Now, the branch was severed from the rest of the tree to ensure that the flames of the lightning would not spread to the other parts of the tree. The chapter takes us back to the village that's hosting the feast. Usopp is introducing Nami to Ja Rule, in which Ja Rule acknowledges her beauty. Usopp calls him an old perv, and then he asks him if she's even his type, in which he replies, fuck no, he's into older women, like Dr. Kureha.
私はまだツヤツヤの130代だよ。
おう、すんげえババだ。
Now this statement gives Usopp a good old laugh because he straight up slaps the sword that's located smack dab on the elder's cranium. Now some of the giants give him a warning to not go around slapping swords that are located on the fucking helmet of a giant, especially highly respected ones. But Usopp has been drinking the sauce, so he really don't give a shit, you know? Just like Brook right here. Don't mind him, he's just a headless fucking rock star skeleton. No big deal. They're just doing their thing. We see Gerd and Roto talking about what really happened to the guards. Gerd really doesn't trust what Roto has to say about the situation. And he's about to say something about the Shanks lookalike guy, but he quickly stops himself. Well, that pisses off Gerd, and she channels her inner Nami and completely thrashes the dude. I don't feel sorry for him. The chapter takes us to the realm of the dead. Luffy and Zoro are arguing about if they should free Loki. And they notice that he's been attacked, but he's still breathing. Now, what really sucks is that all the other beast animals were wiped out as well. Luffy and Zoro end up getting into another argument again, and Loki begins to speak. That's when Zoro reaches into his Sanji bag, and he serves Loki a kick from hell. Afterwards, Zoro's like, I guess the giant wasn't faking his injuries after all. Now, because Zoro just unleashed a kick to the midsection of Loki, not to mention that's where he fucking got impaled, Loki just flops over, and Luffy thinks he's dead. And Zoro replies, you know, if he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
But he's not really dead though. Zoro compromises but tells Luffy that if they're gonna free this mofo, then they should at least keep one chain around his ankle just in case. After all, the chain is made out of sea stone, so it would nullify his abilities. Luffy gets excited and he says that he's gonna ask Chopper or another doctor in Elbaf to cure Loki. And you know what, guys? I trust Loki. If Luffy trusts him, I trust him. When have we ever seen Luffy make a bad call on people to trust? Go ahead, I'll wait. Zoro suggests that they should get some food in their bellies. And then he points out that there's plenty of Loki's pets lying around waiting to be cooked. But that's when Luffy snaps at Zoro and he tells him that anybody that becomes his friend is off the menu. So basically, Luffy, you just confirmed that Chopper is not your friend. Shit, man. Jesus. Now, as Luffy and Zoro are standing there talking, the flying Var ship that was carrying Gerd and Roto and the rest of them just falls completely out of the fucking sky. But don't worry, because that's nothing that a Gum Gum balloon can't handle. Now, immediately, as soon as they land, Big Hash tells Luffy how stupid it is to release Loki. He's like, don't fucking do it! Considering how strong Loki is, and the fact that he's incredibly cunning and ruthless, it's a really dumb idea. Luffy and Hashirden look up, and Loki is absolutely towering over them. This almost gives me Jaya vibes, where they see the shadows from Skypiea. we see Loki holding what looks like a gargantuan hammer. All I know is that he better use it to hit the subscribe button. Yeah, feel me? Let's go!
Nigga, that's that shit